Hello and welcome back to Minecraft on Tree 8. Behind us is regular spawn. Over there, not so regular spawn. There has been much added. And obviously it's the Christmas time of year, so we have our lovely Christmas tree. That'll be out. And I have started a little wall of stocking stuffers for people. I want to go and check out these various places, so this is all original back here. However, there's a little bit of changes, and I think it's Ash's place. Someone has made it nice and festive over here. Okay. I don't know if she did it or someone else did this, but it kind of, it's a little more festive now. It's a little red and green and white here, and we have a nice little more of a little walkway here, which is great. A little more flowers. I always wanted her to have a little more flowers in her garden. Very nice sight from the center of spawn into all of this wonderful, lovely Christmas stuff over here. And we still have our little Halloween graveyard back there. It's a very nice graveyard, so that works out. So we have a few new little buildings in here. This guy's got a little porch out back. Very fitting with the theme of the original village type of thing. But no villagers are allowed out here, apparently. That's a special tree. And this is some sort of little, I think, fishing thing, so you could just fish without having to worry about phantoms. I had one recently kind of try to take over and clean my spot I was in. This is a little tiny 2-story. It's got a little balcony out here, which you can easily fall out. It's a hazard, people. It's a hazard. Just have to be very careful on there. And we have this lovely thing, and it's got a one bedroom over here and a little breakfast nook. I really like this design. This is the correctional office. That was not it had a nice little foundation, but just because of these trapdoors, it makes it interesting that you can do a little something different and have totally different looking housing structures. And then on the inside, you know, it would probably take a little bit more to decorate it. You might need a little bit more space if you didn't want to have all the trapdoors or whatnot peeking through, but on the outside it gives it for some pretty neat building options. We have the giant treehouse that is getting worked on over there, and I think someone finally turned the facade into something which is a really nice design and layout of the wood and use of stairs and such. So I hope whoever's working on that will continue. And then we have this giant structure over here, right near our graveyard and compost pot bin, just sitting over there still. All our little Christmas trees in the back, which looks like they're gonna work out for people. And I don't know if this is the entrance, but it's a entrance, and it has one of these lovely courtyards that opens up into it. Oh, there apparently is another entrance over here, or a temporary entrance anyhow. So we have some hallways inside. I think this is PappaDavid stuff. Nice little spiral staircases. I really like those. And the vaulted ceilings. Vaulted ceilings are probably one of my favorite stuff. So we have another way up and down. And then on the sides, all these hallways kind of go around the place. So we can go up again. We have a friend sitting up here to a nice large room up here, and we can go up again. and into a nice, really large vaulted space. And all of those windows to look out down below at the village, and our Christmas stuff down there. So I don't know if this is permanent or a fun thing or what's gonna go in here. It would be really neat to see what gets put in here. Hopefully get the spawn, the village populated a bit more, get a little bit more things into this area. That'd be pretty nice. And yeah, very nice structure. I like that they use the strip wood. I mean, usually it's a white and a dark wood or something. It's a traditional kind of colors, but this works out pretty nice right there. So that is some nice changes to spawn, including our nice little spawn in hut, so we don't get bombarded by, you know, phantoms and whatnot. So, and I always is hesitant to use bars because at the beginning you don't have all the iron, so it's just kind of nice to see the use of bars being done. I would use it more if I had that resource on hand readily, and now that I kind of do, I can probably start using it in certain things, but I don't know if it'll work on the dock stuff. But we can get back to the docks and clean up some more railings and whatnots and see how Ash has gotten along with that. So, I think I might finally have this set up here. So we have our docks kind of coming around, of course, and starting around here. And I might do a little bit more tweaking still, but I think for the most part, I still have to do a few more mob covering blocks kind of thing. But because of Shanton says, hey, maybe I want to take a horse over to this area. And some of the horse, it would be difficult on some of these platforms. I might change them a bit. But I have made these taller so that you can actually come in. You should be able to with a horse. This is like 4 tall here. And the exception is this goes up a half slab. But I've added a little bit of more kind of secure railings kind of thing, kept some of it open in places, have been doing a little bit of work here and there with the half slabbing and whatnot. So we got a little more rails along here. You can't fall off of here, even though it kind of looks like you can. Kind of even things up a bit. Got more slabs. The slabs take a good bit of time. And I started adding a few more plants, like I got some wheat kind of growing there. I just figured it needs a little something, and probably I need to collect some flowers. That'd probably be good. And the other thing that I still have to do is get a little bit more of these guys, these sea pickles, and put them around. I do have a few nestled here and there, but got a little more dug out around up on top. This might need to get widened a little bit here. I wanted to keep some of it natural looking, but in order to be comfortably going through an area, you probably need to have a little bit of space. That works out, got 2 left. And widen this up a little bit more here, keep a nice little angle there. But with the glass, I raised it up, so this is 3.5, so this should be okay right here. So I raised up the glass one. And fall down. I've been working on the sides and whatnot. I had to get more glass kind of put up around here. It didn't fall forward as much as the previous iteration did, but it's still looking pretty much the same. Got the safety rails on one side, maybe not the other. This might be a little tricky here just because of these guys, but since you got the railing, you can kind of hug the railing, and that should be okay. I mean, horses are a 1x2, so that should work. And got a little bit more safety railing on this side. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff on that bit, but didn't really need to worry about it. I figured if this is covered, don't have to worry too much. This part, when you have so much grass, it's really hard to kind of finagle that kind of sort of thing and make it still look good, so I don't want to mess with that too much. But we do have a few little bits and bobs to kind of cover things up. Not sure what she'd like to do here. She did put the lanterns on here. I just kind of wanted a little bit of lighting somewhere in between here, so I don't know if she wants to make a little railing or whatnot there, but I have completed this side where I made it a little bit more dug out, and the ceiling was definitely too low for that. And we got a little bit more of this. I think I want to do a little bit of that. So got a little bit of a railing because there is a tunnel that leads down that way, and I already had guys coming up, and I figured this is probably the easiest way, in that you also get a lantern there and some of the lanterns in the wall. And diagonals are never really good to do, but I do figure that there is going to be stuff spawning down below and stuff, and I don't think she wants it all half slabbed over here because there's just way too much grass, and especially since it's this nice green grass, you don't want to be covering it up. But I dug out this tunnel a bit more and added in some more lighting kind of hiding behind there. Made my nice little safety railing so, you know, Ash doesn't crash her horse in there. And I think she had gotten a couple lanterns. I was missing one down here or something, and I started sticking the sea pickles down here, but you can't like bone meal them, so I'm gonna have to go elsewhere and bone meal them and such. And she had connected this here. There was a path going that way as well, which you can do whatever you want, but I figured we grow a couple trees in here, got some trees and some flowers started so that she has her whole network hooked up back over here, and it's a little bit more well lit. Put those lanterns in, and if she wants to kind of do any kind of railing or whatever, maybe do a rail up here that would kind of help cut off any mobs or whatnot. So that's gonna connect to hers. These nice trapdoors do make it nice and wide over here, so I do like having that idea. And I'm not sure what else she'd like to do around here. I mean, it looks really nice having it open, but if you're going to travel at night, it's going to be more difficult. I've noticed that when I'm over here, I'm not getting really phantoms, and I don't know if that's because of the water. They don't tend to spawn because I have so much water, and I have been trying to half slab stuff. Not doing too much over here, but doing some in the tunnel for sure. This is a kind of big area down there. But I'll continue doing a little more half slabs and getting it a little bit more secure. I figured as long as you're right by this tunnel and getting some slabs and whatnot, and that would help. I don't think I wanted to like cover the whole entire thing. I mean, I'd like to ultimately, but that's like a lot of work. I could probably fit some more up there just because this is a small hill, and the chances of something coming down and getting all nasty and stuff, that might be kind of bad. But I'll go and beautify it a little bit more. There's too much grass on that side. I haven't done much on there, and a little bit back that way as well. And we got another place that I could fit some more weeds in. There's no grass over here, but maybe make it look a little bit nicer around here. little bit more slabs. There we go. So I don't want creepers and stuff dropping on you when you're coming out of the tunnel, basically, really. That's the biggest thing is having something fall on your head while you're up here. And I think I've got quite a bit of it covered that stuff's just not spawning very much at night. I have so much over here on those sides done. I still have this one. This one's steeper. So that's going to be a lot more work to get to. So I'll think about maybe adding something in between these buildings, and we got to get the little seafood thing going on over here, and then maybe decide what else to put in around here, and maybe rework a little bit of those guys over there, but we'll see about that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.